All right, guys, what's going on? So here's something that I think is very interesting. Gen Zs are quitting, but they're not giving 2 weeks notice. Usually, if you quit a job, you would give 2 weeks notice, and you would kind of try to tidy up all your work and get whatever you had to get done, and then you would leave on good terms. And sometimes when you told the job that you were quitting or you were leaving, they would just, say, okay, well, leave by Monday or leave by, like, they wouldn't even let you work the 2 weeks. So what's happening now is Gen Zs are just quitting. It's like, I wake up today and I don't want to go to work, and they just quit, and they're not giving the company 2 weeks notice. And of course, the companies don't like that. And what these people are saying is, they're working in an environment that's already bad, that they want to leave, and why should they stay there, an extra 2 weeks? And then some other Gen Zs are saying that, once you tell a company that you're leaving, they try to throw a whole bunch of work on you. So, get everything done before you leave. They just, pile on all this work that they, maybe it's your work or whatever work that they need to get done. And they just want you to get it done. Just get it done before you get out of here in 2 weeks. And, you're still on the clock and you're still getting paid. So we're just going to pile everything and anything on top of you and just do it. And so the people are kind of quitting so they don't have to deal with that. I understand that. If you tell a company that, listen, I'm giving my 2 weeks, it's kind of like, well, what do you have left to do? And, we have all these things left and, do this and do that. And they don't want to deal with it. I guess if you have another job lined up, maybe you're just quitting because you want maybe a 2 week vacation. I don't know. You want to take it easy for 2 weeks before your next job starts. Now, of course, if you don't give the job 2 weeks notice and you are maybe just pulling out very quick, it might be hard for you to go back to that job to maybe get a reference or a reference, letter or somebody to, talk on your behalf. But, these Gen Zs are basically saying, you know what, I go to another company and I'm friends with, this girl or that guy, and I'll just give them that person's phone number, that they were my supervisor or I worked with them. And, one of their friends can give the reference instead of maybe a supervisor. Another thing that I'm reading, which is interesting, is that I guess if you tell a company that you're leaving, they might not be happy about it. So they might not want to give you a good reference. You don't know what they're saying. They're not going to care whether they say this person's a good person or a bad person because you're out the door anyway. You're leaving. So to have maybe a supervisor that you're not on good terms with, or a supervisor that you don't maybe get along with, to give them 2 weeks, why waste your time? Just get out of there. So I thought all of this was interesting in all these different things that I'm reading. A lot of people are saying that they're working in an environment that they're just not happy. And a lot of people are not happy working after COVID. And people were basically off for like 2 years and they were in the house. They're going back to the office and they just can't handle being in an office 5 days a week. That's the other thing I've been reading. People don't want to be in work Monday through Friday, sitting in a cubicle or a desk and on a bus and a train and all that. They want some sort of flexible or flex time, a flexible schedule, and maybe they rather work 3 days a week or 4 days a week, but they just don't want to work 5 days a week. They kind of want more flexibility, and some companies are pushing back against that. Some people don't want to go back to the office. There's a lot of work from home that's going on. New York City has like less than 50% of the people back in their office. I don't know what the number was, but it's less than 50%. It might be in the 40s. These are empty office buildings around here. And so I don't know how it is in the rest of the country, but it seems like there's a lot of people that just don't want to work. They're not going back to work. They don't want to work. They rather work from home. And if they do work, they want a flexible schedule. So this is what we have to deal with going forward in the future. And now you got all these other things, robotics and robots doing jobs and all this AI that's coming out that can do jobs for people. So I don't know what's going to happen. You might just have, like a universal basic income they've been talking about where people are going to sit home. I guess you'll sit in your apartment or whatever you sit, and the government might just throw money at you. It might be going that way, but I found this interesting. I figured I'd share it. I guess if you're going to quit your job, I don't know, you're going to give them 2 weeks. They just, screw it and just quit. Leave a comment below because I'd love to read your comment. Also, hit the like button because, hey, why not? And if you know anything more about this, like I said, leave a comment below. I would love to read it. And I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying safe. God bless you guys, and I will talk to you guys later.